What's up, guys? Derek, moreplates.com. Today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest trending topics right now, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, but more specifically, the impact it's having on men's fragrance sales. Dior Sauvage in particular. This is something that has a lot of intersection with my interests as of late. Not necessarily the trial as much as, like, obviously there is a lot of stuff coming out of that, viral moments, and the general overarching, premise and like what is going on. It's a fucking massive topic, obviously, especially in the pop culture world. But like my other, intersecting interest is finance, business, entrepreneurship, and some of these like sales figures and company performance metrics and whatnot that sort of come out of the woodwork as a side tangent story from this whole, thing that is developing in the courtroom is, for me, something I am becoming more increasingly interested in, but also actually can wrap my head around. Like back, years ago, I would have no idea what goes into a business. I would have no idea, like I would see random numbers being thrown around that just seem astronomical and absurd, and you just can't even understand like how any of this shit works. For me, seeing this stuff now though play out where I see how much, revenue is increasing on a year by year basis, where I'm seeing, the impact it's having in retail, e-commerce, blah, blah, blah. Like all this stuff is highly interesting to me. And it also has a intersection with another interest of mine, which is men's fragrances. This is something that I used to make like review videos back in the day of, cologne reviews that have chicks, show up on camera and review different fragrances and rate them out of 10, stuff like that. And I've actually been working on my own for about 2 years now, and it will be hopefully out at some point, but it's in the works. I will have fragrances at some point, because it is something I've been interested in for, I don't know. I've been like a frag head or whatever I don't know. It's like a community of individuals guys who like really appreciate men's fragrances. They're called different things. It's kind of irrelevant though. But anyways, I have a lot, and I've been pretty into it for like, I don't know, six years at this point or something. So, Dior Sauvage is a highly successful fragrance, partially on the back of the promotional efforts of Dior to involve Johnny Depp in their video ads and whatnot. And reportedly he made between $3 and $5 million from presumably the first Sauvage ad. I don't know what he got for this new elixir or anything, but that's what we're actually talking about now is Dior Sauvage. They came out with the new elixir in 2021, which is the newest iteration. So when it comes to fragrances, you'll often see things like, like L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. This is a very, very good fragrance, but there's like 50 fucking fragrances that are flankers to this fragrance and are essentially fine-tuned for different situations, or are just, formulated in a completely different way that skew totally away from what the first formulation was trying to hit. So for example, they have L'Homme, which is like, I won't adequately be able to describe what they were going for, but for me, that's a good fragrance for just being like indoors, chilling with your girl, hanging out on the couch. It's just like a real cozy, fucking feel good, great fragrance. Not that great for being outdoors though. It's not a winter fragrance. It's not very strong or potent. It's just good for like indoor, close, situations and whatnot. And then they came out with La Nuit de l'Homme, which is like the night of the man, which is the, the night date, sexy fragrance flanker of it. And then they have, La Nuit de l'Homme Electric, I think, and like a bunch of different ones. And then they'll have different versions. It's like the Eau de Toilette, the Eau de Parfum, different concentrations of oil even differentiating between flankers. So with Dior, like it gets confusing as fuck. It's like car models almost. You have like, you have like, I don't know, what's like in a Lamborghini, Aventador, and there's like Aventador S, Aventador SV, Aventador SVJ. There's like a bunch of different fucking iterations of performance, and they all look like slightly different and perform in different ways. With Dior Sauvage, they had an Eau de Toilette, which is the lowest concentration of oil, And then, which is standard though, like it's still potent as fuck, by the way. Do not overspray yourself with Dior Sauvage. It is super cloying. And then they had a eau de parfum come out, which is a more concentrated version of the fragrance as well, and it smells slightly different. Pretty sure they had like a deodorant or aftershave or something too, or it was like, I forget what it was. And now they have, and they might have come out with others, I might be missing some, but they have this new elixir, which there has not been very many good fragrance releases in the past, I don't know, like quite a while. You know, a lot of the heavy hitters and big time recommendations that I had back in the day still stand as, you know, my go-tos personally, even after like 5 years. Like that's how little has really come out that is worth mentioning. But apparently in 2021, this elixir variation of Sauvage was actually very, very good and well received, and stands on its own as a very good performing and great smelling fragrance that was widely appreciated by men and women. So again, this is not all on the back of Johnny Depp. This is actually a good fragrance too. However, this trial has certainly been interesting to see how impactful it is on the bottom line of Dior when it comes to fragrance sales, and especially being considerate of the fact that every other company essentially that Johnny was working with dropped them. So this is an article, there's a few different articles, but this one was, despite trial, an actor's perfume is sold every 3 seconds. Pretty fucking good. While the spotlight focuses on the legal battle he's fighting against Amber Heard, whom he accuses of defamation, it was revealed that the perfume Dior Sauvage, sponsored by the interpreter of Jack Sparrow, is #1 in sales worldwide. Although there are many attractive men's fragrances, the brand's perfume, Christian Dior, has no rival. Blah, blah, was Dior every 3 seconds somewhere in the world. And it's not a cheap fragrance. It costs approximately $104, just over 2,100 pesos. Also, this article, everyone is about to smell like Johnny Depp after Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage sales are skyrocketing, even amidst Johnny Depp being canceled from Pirates, even after he was fired from Warner Brothers and the Fantastic Beasts franchise. He continues to be the face of Dior's Sauvage line. Johnny Depp Amber Heard saga has been going on for a few years, although there was that scathing op-ed that Amber wrote for the Washington Post back in 2018. Although it didn't mention Johnny by name, it was pretty easy to put 2 and 2 together. Quite the expression. That piece was kind of the beginning of the end for Johnny's public career at that point. Because of the cancel culture in which we find ourselves living, one bad word from Amber and Johnny's career pretty much came to a screeching halt. That is, except for Johnny being the face of Sauvage. Seriously, have you seen those Dior ads? Dior stood behind him when it seemed everyone was abandoning him, and it worked out hella well for them. It seems that Dior Sauvage fragrance sales took off after he lost that the 2020 trial. And yeah, the comments are definitely, you know, reinforcing of that. If you go look at the trailer or ad, I don't know what you call it, the YouTube promotion of the Sauvage Elixir, we'll watch it through, and I'll go to the comments after. It's a pretty short ad. Hopefully there's no copyright shit. You never know, but I will risk it.
In the wilderness, fearless and human, Sauvage, the new elixir, Dior.
So the first thing that comes to mind, in my opinion, is if this, like, I don't know, like for me, like who am I to critique a mega brand like this? But it's just, it's wild to me that this is like, I would imagine the amount of funding I could use to get influential figures in the like male self-improvement space, or I don't know, just like what I would do with $3 to $5 million of promotional budget instead of creating a 43-second ad with Johnny Depp playing guitar in the desert with wolves coming to him. Like, which one is gonna actually result in like a more impactful moving of the needle of sales? Like, obviously it was this is a tried and true strategy that works by brands. Get a mega fucking A-list celeb and pay them a shit ton and just like, you know, have them endorse your brand essentially. But if it wasn't for this trial, I would, you know, personally, I'm just interested in how much this stuff, how effective it really is, or if it's just like traditional, you know, like big wig, like old fucking, you know, veteran guys in a company that believe this is like the only way to market stuff still. You know, like, I don't know. This is just me being like, I don't know, curious. You know, I'm probably wrong. You know, obviously it fucking works if they spend the money on it. But this was also a bit of a lottery ticket for them because of what then happened and how they were the only brand that stood behind him. And now that he's getting all of this outpouring, you know, significant support, people want to buy this shit even if they didn't even want it to begin with. So if you look at the comment section, Dior is one of the extremely few companies to not drop Depp despite everything. Just for that, I'll straight up buy this product. 44K likes. Well, this was probably the single most intelligent move Dior has made during this last decade. 53K likes. And this is YouTube. Like, these comments getting 50K likes, that's fucking nutty, dude. Johnny Depp is a living legend. He's the reason why I buy Sauvage. Johnny Depp is a savage. 47K. How the fuck are there no replies to this shit, though? Like, it seems odd. Seems really odd, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. One reply 1 month ago. Yay, 234 likes. This is really weird. Like, if I had a comment that had 1,000 likes on it, I would expect a thread of like 80 comments underneath it. I don't know. I don't really buy Dior, but knowing that the only company not leaving Johnny through this hard time, I'm a huge supporter now because we all know the world knows she is lying. 16K likes. The first time I bought Sauvage was back in 2015, and I did it to support Johnny Depp. Thank you, Dior, for sticking with him. Legendary collab. 27K. Okay, well, yeah, I guess people do buy this shit to support their favorite celebs, regardless if it was, you know, the go-to cologne or not. Dior never gave up on him. Respect. It's 5.1K. Thank you, Dior, for keeping Johnny Depp in your Sauvage campaign. He is perfection. Praying emoji, fire emoji, heart symbol. 17K. This one of the most styled and classed advertisement ever done, and exactly where Johnny should be. Bravo, Dior, heart emoji. We love you. 9.3K. Justice for Johnny Depp in all caps, bro. I am going to start buying this for the men in my life because it smells amazing, because Johnny is amazing. And he was the abused, not the abuser. As a survivor of an abusive relationship, I find it disgusting that a multiple abuser like Amber Turd has fraudulently used the platform to wage an abusive campaign against him. Hashtag justice for Johnny. No, I am not a bot, as she would like to claim. LOL. By Super S. Patrick. Yeah, well, I don't know. How do we know that? You know? Like okay, I'm not asserting that any of these people are bots, but this is a really weird looking comment section. But anyways, obviously it is reflected in the sales because the Sauvage sales have been skyrocketing, as I mentioned. So Dior refuses to drop him as Sauvage sales skyrocket. And this was already back in 2020. And then more recently, it's been, you know, they still haven't dropped him, and they've maintained their solidarity with him. And it's been definitely hitting the mark. Fragrance has been so successful, it has sold out in both the UK and the United States. The American actor's relationship with the French company is summarized in 7 years of successful agreements that have strengthened the image of both parties. The Mail on Sunday quotes a source close to the actor as saying that he is contemplating extending the relationship with his sponsor. In fact, sales are up and Dior has no plans to quit. Many fans are going out to buy the new cologne to show their support, he says. The Dior promotional campaign currently circulating creates an image of Depp as uncompromising, deep, and authentic, adding, "He has never been so fascinating. So rock and roll." A key point in Sauvage Elixir's marketing strategy is that they have increased the amount of their print and TV promotions. So, you know, I can understand why. People trying to find out what's going on with Johnny Depp's trial on social media by typing in his last name often come across a Dior promotional video and showing the movie idol strumming the strings of a guitar with the song Wild Thing in the background while a group of wolves gather around him in the desert is an image that quickly sticks in people's minds. Wow. Some fucking interesting ads on the right-hand side, bro. Winstrol. This looks suspiciously like the Gakic Lukic Creekic stack I bought as a teenager. Also interesting. But yeah, anyway, fucking G Fuel, get out of here, bro. So this is a apparently a good fragrance. It'd be interesting to see the disparity in revenue statistics if this thing was not going on to begin with. But I mean, ultimately, this is moving the needle in a big way. It's really interesting for me to track and kind of see what's going on and to wrap my head around some of these, you know, day by day, I don't know, progressions in the you know, the business world as well as in the pop culture world and how impactful it is on everything. But I don't know, are you guys watching the trial closely? What do you guys think so far? Have any of you guys tried Elixir? Is it worth it? I actually have not bought it. I still have the eau de toilette. Shit's so potent that it has lasted me a while. And to be honest, it's just, I think it's one of those fragrances that guys like frag heads don't like and appreciate very much because it smells synthetic, but women fucking love it. So like personally, I don't wear it that much because like I don't like it that much. But if you're going for just compliments and women's appreciation, especially in the summer coming up, it's a really fucking good one. So I don't know what Elixir is like if it's, you know, congruent with like summer weather and whatnot, like the traditional EDT was, but yeah, it looks promising. And if you are wanting to support Johnny, you know, like I guess that is what people are doing. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All the comments help the algorithm. They're much appreciated. Like, subscribe, check out my blog. Moreplatemordates.com. Follow me on Instagram, @moreplatemordates, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to stay tuned for when we release our own fragrances, they will be on Intelligent Shop. This is intelligent.shop website. And I have high hopes. It's been a fucking minute. It's been way too long actually, but I am very hopeful they will come out the way I want and be reflective of exactly what I would be looking for in a top tier men's fragrance in all situations. So anyways, you can look forward to that and hopefully this year. Talk to you guys soon.